AR verbs 16 through 20. I'm going to say each of these 5 verbs in English, then Spanish, and clap. And I'd like you guys to repeat. Okay? 16. To create, crear. To create, crear. 17. To listen, escuchar. To listen, escuchar. 18. To travel, viajar. To travel, viajar. 19. To spend money, gastar dinero. To spend money, gastar dinero. And 20. To ask a question, preguntar. To ask a question, preguntar. Now look at the word create. The first 4 letters are exactly the same. I don't think you're going to have any trouble remembering that crear is to create. Okay? Let's look at 17. Escuchar is to listen. Let's say I'm giving a lecture in class and a young man's not paying attention. I say, hey, what's your excuse for not listening? What's your excuse for not listening? Or it's hard to learn if you don't listen. See the word excuse and hard there? Escuchar is to listen. To travel is viajar. Here's a chant that I used when I was in high school. You can travel very far, to travel's viajar. You can travel very far, to travel's viajar. Or, you can travel in a car, to travel's viajar. You can travel in a car, to travel's viajar. Alright? So viajar is to travel. Now, gastar is to spend, as far as spending money. Remember, pasar was to spend time. Okay, like, ¿qué pasa? How are you spending your time? Or, él pasa mucho tiempo en la iglesia. He spends a lot of time in church. But gastar is to spend money. Now, in high school, a lot of students spend money on gas. A lot of students spend money on gas. So gastar is to spend. And dinero is money. Now think about the meals. Breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Which meal costs the most money? Well, typically, dinner costs the most money. Or in America, there's an actor named Robert De Niro. And Robert De Niro earns a lot of money. So gastar is to spend, and gastar dinero is to spend money. Now, to ask a question is preguntar. Remember, pedir, P-E-D-I-R, was to request or to ask for. Like if you break the pedal on your bike, you request a new bike, or you request a new pedal. So pedir is to ask for or to request, but preguntar is to ask a question. Like, let's say somebody had a car accident and they prayed and they asked God a question. Why did I have to have a car wreck? Or somebody gets injured with a gun and they pray and they ask God a question. Why did I have to get injured with a gun? So preguntar is to ask a question, and pedir is to ask for or to request other things. All right, let me cover up the Spanish. And here's your little post test. Again, look at these 5 words in English and say out loud the Spanish equivalents. Or even better, look at these words in English and write down the Spanish equivalents to make sure you've learned AR verbs 16 through 20.